The city of Hanoi is packed with tiny hole-in-the-wall restaurants that might not catch your eye at first, but scouting for them is all part of the adventure. Today I'm diving into some of the city's best seafood delights, a comfortable bowl of fish soup and a sizzling seafood barbecue, all found in the most unassuming yet delicious spots.
So delicious. This is the most amazing fingered food, really. Good morning, my friend, from the streets of Hanoi. Today I was grabbing a little bit of fish and seafood in the streets. We just stopped in this kind of little place, very unpretentious, hole-in-the-wall kind of place. We're all squeezed between fridges and stuff. And we ordered a fish soup, Hanoi style fish noodle soup. And it looks like there are pieces of fish skins, chunks of fish, celery, rice noodles, which are more similar to udon than the typical noodles that they use for pho. I'm gonna try a little bit of this soup. I think there are actually fennel leaves. Yeah, it's a very light soup. This kind of herbal flavor and a hint of fish flavor, but not too fishy. I think these are onions. I'm gonna try these noodles, which are kind of thick. I think the soup is really nice. I think what will make this soup even better is some freshly squeezed calamansi, which smells incredibly nice. We're gonna give it a good squeeze into the soup, and then we'll add some of this garlic for good measure, and maybe a little bit of this chili paste, but not too much because the chili in Hanoi can be really spicy. Finally, we're gonna give it a good mix. You see, like the soup kind of changes color a little bit, like a little bit red. Now the soup is a bit more sour and citrusy. I think this calamansi really gives such a nice kind of lemony touch. That should be even better. And these brown things, I think they are fish skin. They're like a crisp, like a fish crisp. Yeah, fish skin. Let's try a little bit of the fish chunks. Salts in your mouth, really tender. This was a little bit of a random find. We just passed by. We've seen that there were some people sitting in. It was raining, and the scent of this kind of fish soup was coming, kind of attracted us. And also this lady selling outside. I don't know. Overall, it seemed like a good place to sit. It's a really nice environment. Kind of very close to the street. You can see people passing by, the scooters. It's a really kind of nice street mood atmosphere here in Hanoi. You get all the vibes of the Hanoi whole quarter. The texture in the soup is very well balanced. You get soft noodles, but then you get a mix of crunchy bits, the spring onions, the fish skins, the bean sprouts. It's a really nice kind of well balanced combination of textures. And we asked for some beers because there is the beer fridge in front of us, but they say no, it's locked. And this is probably like a place that in the morning is kind of a food stall. They set up this kind of tables for us to have the fish soup. And then in the evening must be a spot for selling maybe beers and drinks, as well as, I don't know, shellfish. I also see shellfish inside the fridge. I have to say this is a really big portion, but the good news is it's only 50,000 dong, which is pretty cheap, maybe a couple of dollars or something, a couple of pounds.
The city of Hanoi and northern Vietnam in general have quite a cool, fresh and sometimes wet climate. So a warming fish soup like the one we just had is pleasant to have. But you know what's even better when it's cold and rainy in the streets of Hanoi? A delicious hot barbecue of squid and shellfish. Now this is a heartwarming food. The place is a seafood barbecue institution and it gets packed in the evening, so I'm beating the crowd at 5 p.m. today.
So we sat down in this restaurant, which is a kind of very popular one in the center of the old quarter in Hanoi. It's called Hanoi Seafood 68 and it's got really great reviews and really popular. It's really loved by locals as well as tourists because they make lots of things seafood. They've got an extensive menu. The chef is right there at the grill. We're gonna wait for the food to be brought to our table while we enjoy the beautiful atmosphere of the old quarter. So we're sitting in this table and it's right in front of our street, so we don't miss any seconds of the action in Hanoi old quarter. I was really hoping they had the geoduck, but unfortunately they ran out of, so we went for a couple of oysters, then the very famous and popular stir-fried bamboo clams with tamarind sauce. We ordered some deep-fried baby squid and half a portion of the grilled prawn. Thank you. To accompany this seafood feast, we have also ordered some drinks.
Cheers!
Fresh lime juice and passion fruit. I also brought to the table like a little bit of sauce, salt, black pepper, chili and lime, which you are supposed to mix, and some other kind of green kind of sauce. I'm not really sure what that is. It's a green chili sauce, kind of dense and a little slightly sweet as well. Lots of action happening in the meantime at the chef station. Is preparing the prawns over the grill, and bamboo clams are being prepared and stir fried with spring onions, carrots. You can see the action of the chef just in front of the street. People can pass by, get convinced that this is actually a nice restaurant. And also the deep fried baby squid, almost ready. Some of the dishes have just arrived. I don't think we're gonna really be able to wait. I have to go for the deep fried baby squid first. It looks absolutely beautiful. The crust which has formed on the outside. I'm just anticipating. I need to try this right now. Make sure I'm gonna dip into this kind of green sauce for a little bit of a spicy kick. This is the little bit of cartilage bone inside the squid. The interior of the squid are still there. It's nice and chewy, but not too much. And the tail of the baby squid is still there, but I give it again a little bit of a dip. That taste is extremely fresh. The tail is always a bit crunchy. I love it when it's been deep fried because it really, preserves the freshness of the seafood without adding too much flavor. Just fried and crispifies the edges, crispifies the tails, and so delicious. This is the most amazing finger food, really.
Oh, they got this.
For just over $1, we got two couple of oysters, one in onion sauce and crispy shallots, and the other are just fresh oysters in which we're gonna squeeze some lime.
Free the oyster from its shell. It's a little bit hard.
Thank you.
Perfect. I could eat dozens of these, to be honest. It's just they are too expensive. 2 more oysters have also arrived. There is spring onions in them, and there is fried shallots on top, which are the kind of crispy component. Cheers. I prefer the fresh one, to be honest.
Yeah,
The fried shallots really
strong.
too strong and kind of hides the delicate flavor of the oyster. It's a bit too overpowering. But good though. I really want to try some of these bamboo clams or razor clams, which are being stir fried in tamarind sauce. This is one of the highlights of this restaurant. It's one of the most recommended food. Got some carrots in there. They've got some spring onions. I'm gonna grab a little bit of these bamboo clams, which have been deshelled, obviously. Look at this beauty. So juicy. The tamarind gives it this kind of fruity sweetness. Absolutely lovely. Oh my god, this is amazing. Tangy and sweet. This is an amazing dish. And the more you chew on these bamboo clams, the more they release tamarind juice. It's like it's inside them. I guess next I'm gonna grab one of these giant king prawns, which have been barbecued. So they're beautiful, nice and charred. I'm gonna put one on my plate and start working it up. First thing, as usual, we go for the head. Oh, this is chunky. Wow. Okay. This is chunky. And inside the head, you have got all the juices, which you kind of wanna suck. Next, we go and remove this beautiful prawns from the shell, and this really deserves a good dip into the chili sauce. These things are extremely meaty, chunky, and I need to chew a lot. You see, when prawns are not fresh, they are kind of mushy and kind of creamy as well. This one is kind of chunky and meaty. You need to chew through them. Yeah. Our green sauce has been refilled. I've never seen like green chili sauce like this. It's just kind of creamy. Really perfect for dipping all this seafood, like the prawns, but also the squid. Makes the prawns very juicy and gives this kind of spicy touch that makes them just perfect. That was a beautiful seafood barbecue, and thank you for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, give it a like, and I'll see you into the next one.